Hello, my friends, and welcome to another chair yoga video. I'm Nina G. I'm so glad that you decided to join me. As I'm filming this, we're in September 2025, and our autumnal equinox is on the way on September 22nd. What that means is the days are going to start to get shorter on our way to the winter solstice. But I think we should celebrate that September sun now. So that's what we'll do in today's practice. It's a brief practice, but it's an energizing practice, celebrating the energy of the sun. We'll get started in a moment, but I'd like to share with you a mudra that we're going to use. It's the Surya mudra. Surya means sun in Sanskrit. And so if your hands allow, bring your ring finger to that base of the thumb and let the thumb trap it there. Both hands. We bring the ring finger down, trap that ring finger, and then the other fingers extend. We'll turn palms up and let them rest on our laps once we get seated. If that doesn't serve your hands for whatever reason, you can just imagine that you're doing it. Think about as if my hands are in Surya Mudra. Grab your chair. We'll get started. Well, here I am in my sturdy chair, and I'm going to sit back in the chair. Now, to connect my feet to the floor, I'm using yoga blocks. If your feet don't connect completely to the floor, you might want to try that, or a rolled up blanket, a pillow, something to make sure that your feet are grounded. And then we might come into our Surya Mudra, that gesture of the sun. Let your palms be up on your lap. Let the shoulders come down from the ears. And the invitation here is to soften or close your eyes. Arriving here ready for this practice, this energizing sun practice. Take a few slow, smooth breaths. Trying to let the breath get a little calmer, a little bit smoother. And check in with how your physical body feels today. What's going on in the body? And then once you've checked in with that physical body, take a moment to notice your energy body. What's your energy level like right now? Are you tired and dragging? Is it after lunch and you want to take a nap? Whatever. Just notice. And then take a moment to check in mentally and emotionally. What's going on in your head? Is your mind racing, or are your thoughts calm? Probably somewhere in between. But it's nice to check in so that we can check back later and see if we've made any changes with our yoga practice. Let's take 3 more smooth, slow breaths here. And then we'll release that mudra, release that gesture with the hands. You can rub your fingers together, and we'll stack palms at heart center and take a moment to set an intention for this practice. Might be this idea of energy or anything else that's important to you today. Bring it to the front of your mind, the front of your heart. And then we'll release those hands back down to the lap. Take a few circles with the shoulders, and we'll move to the edge of our chair. As I move to the edge of the chair, I'm going to move those blocks out of the way because now my feet can connect directly to the floor. Yes. And I can push down into the feet, push down into my sitting bones, and sit up a little bit taller. Let's move into our cow and cat, inhaling, filling up the belly, arch the back, lift your gaze, and as you exhale, round the spine, drop the chin. Take a few more breaths like that. Smooth movement. Noticing sensations in the spine, perhaps in the head and neck area. And then after your next exhale, release that movement, sit up tall. We'll release our arms down alongside the body. We'll take a few sun breaths now, thinking about our September sun, inhaling, circling, and sweeping the arms up. Now, some people's arms are going to want to go all the way up, and that's terrific. As we exhale, we float down. Some people might not want their shoulders to move in that way, in which case we'll take it to a cactus. Also terrific. As we exhale, we float back down. Inhale, circle and sweep. The arms come up to wherever up is today. And as we exhale, we float back down. On this next inhale, we'll circle and sweep coming up. Pause for a moment at the top. Exhale, float the arms down. So that pause is just a brief pause. We'll try that again, not a clench. Inhale, circle and sweep. Stopping at the top of the inhale, pausing. Floating arms back down. One more like that. Inhale, circle and sweep. Pause. And exhale, float those arms all the way back down. Let the hands rest in your lap. Take a moment to check in with how that feels. Okay. Moving a little bit now into side body. I'm going to start with this hand. It's my left hand. You can go either way. You know we're going to get both hands in. We can bring the other hand to the side of the chair or to your lap. If you're working with a chair with arms, of course, you could put it on the arm of the chair as well. But we'll work with this arm. We're going to start with it in a cactus. As we inhale, we'll reach up and over, making a C shape with the spine. And as we exhale, we'll float back down. Inhaling, reach up. And the exhale brings us back down. Now, what if we add in that pause at the top? So we inhale, pause, and now come back down. Try it again. Pause. And float it back down. One more just like that. Pause. And release, coming all the way back down. Let the hands, both hands, rest in your lap. Take a moment and notice how that feels in the body. And now we'll do the other side, Decide where you want the arm that's not moving, whether it rests on your lap, the side of the chair, or the arm of the chair. We'll get started. So we'll inhale, reach. And let the exhale bring the arm back down. We float back down. Inhaling. And exhale. And now let's add that little pause at the top of the inhale. Inhale. Pause. And come back down. Try that again. Inhaling. Pause. And come back down. Last one. And then let both hands rest in your lap. Check in with how that feels in the body. Okay, I'm going to move my chair just a little bit so that you can see me a little bit better for this next one. My feet are still firmly connected to the floor so that I can push down into my feet, push down into my sitting bones, and sit up a little bit taller. Now I'm taking my right arm out. I'm keeping my shoulders soft. I'm going to take an inhale here, palm is up. And as I exhale, I'm going to take my right hand across to left shoulder, and I'll look over my left shoulder. Now inhale, untwist, come back to neutral. As we exhale, we bring that arm across and look over left shoulder. One more like that. Let that exhale take you across. We're just using those muscles of the core to twist. And then inhale, open. Pause here. And we're going to change things up a bit. So this next time when we take the arm across, we're going to let the head look over the right shoulder. So I'm taking my right arm across to the left side, and I'm going to look over my right shoulder. So the whole spine is going to be involved in this twist. Let's take the inhale here. And as we exhale, the arm comes across, but I look over right shoulder. Inhale, open. Come to neutral. And then the exhale twists us. We open. And now we'll bring that arm across. We're going to look over that shoulder that was moving. Stay here. Perhaps drop your chin to your chest. And then pick up the head, open the arm wide, head comes back to neutral. Float your arm back down. Pause and take a breath. Notice how that feels in the body. Notice how that arm feels. It did some work as well. So now we move to the other side. I'm working with my left arm. Now the palm is up. I'm going to take an inhale here, and as I exhale, I'll bring that hand across and I'll look over my right shoulder. Inhale, open. Head to neutral. Exhaling, twist. Inhaling, opening. One more twist like that. And then open. Pause here. Still holding that arm up. A little bit of work. And now we know when we take that left arm across the right shoulder, we're going to look over the left shoulder. Take a breath in. Sit a little taller. As you exhale, the arm comes across. The head looks left. Inhale, open. Head to neutral. Exhale, go across. Open. Now this time we go across, we'll pause here. We'll drop our shoulder, chin to chest. I'm sorry, drop chin to chest. And then pick up the head. Come on back to neutral. Float your arm down. Take a few circles with those shoulders. See how it feels. We'll release those arms down. Let's take an easy sun breath. Welcoming that warmth of the September sun, and exhale, float the arms back down. Let the hands rest in your lap. And we're going to move to standing now. I moved to standing. I did a little furniture rearrangement. If you need support today, a chair in front of you is a great idea, or the wall behind you. I'm going to move this out of the way just a little bit more so that you can see me better. And we're going to find our Tadasana. Our mountain pose, feet straight ahead. Let the shoulders come down from the ears. Imagine you are outside in that sunshine right now. That September sun that is so golden yellow and still warm. And then we'll take a few sun breaths while we're standing now. Inhaling, circling, and sweeping either arms up or arms to cactus. And the exhale will float the arms back down. Let's try another one just like that, wherever you are with your arms. And now our next option is to come up onto the toes. So if that really plays with balance, you can put one hand on the chair in front of you if you like. Or back to the wall is nice, or both hands on the back of the chair as we lift and lower the body. Yeah, by lifting and lowering the heels. Let's try one more like that. Now this next round, let's lift the heels, circle up. Can we stay here? Take a few breaths here. And then on your next exhale, whenever that is, with control, we lower the heels, lower the arms. Wow. Take a moment there, shake out the legs, Check in with how that all feels in your body. And come back to our mountain pose. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Stack one hand on top of the other. Notice which one's on top, perhaps. And as we inhale, I'm going to turn to the side just a little bit. We're going to take those elbows wide and we're going to lift the sternum, the chin, and the gaze. A little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, bring those hands back. Maybe switch which hand's on top. Inhale, open. Arms are soft. And the exhale brings the hands back. Now, let's pause for a moment at the top of that inhale. Inhaling, open. Pause. And the exhale brings everything back into alignment. Hands back to heart. Try it again. Maybe 2 count pause. Pause. And release. Return. Try it again. A 1 or a 2 count pause. And return. Maybe a 3 count pause this time. Inhale, opening wide. Come to the top of your inhale. Pause. And release and come back and release those arms down. Shake out the arms. Shake out the legs. Check in. See how that feels in the body. Feel that little bit of energy happening? It's funny how that works. Just a little bit longer breath can really change things up. Okay, we're going to make our way back to our chair now. I promise this was a quick practice. So let's come back to the chair. I'm back in my chair now, sitting towards the edge. My feet are directly on the floor and I can really feel that connection. And let's come back to that back bend again. Stacking palms at heart, one hand on top of the other. Perhaps you should notice which one's on top so we can remember to switch. It really requires you to be present, right? It requires me to be very present. So we'll open the arms. We'll lift the sternum, the chin, and the gaze. And then we'll exhale and bring that energy back to heart center. Drop the chin. Try it again. Open wide. A little bit of a back bend. And return. This time, let's open the arms wide. Let's stay there. Eyes are open. We're going to continue to breathe. Let your shoulders come together and down your back. And again, imagine standing in that warm September sun, that golden amber colored sun, receiving all of that energy. Nice, smooth breath. And then we'll straighten out that spine, bring those hands back to heart center and release the hands down to your lap. Take a circle or two with those shoulders. And we'll slide back into our chair. So I'm going to grab my blocks and bring them back underneath my feet, sliding back into my chair. Perhaps you come back to our Surya Mudra, where that ring finger comes to the base of the thumb. The thumb traps it down. Fingers 2, 3, and 5 are extended, and we turn the palms up on the lap. Allow the shoulders to come down from the ears. The invitation is to soften or close your eyes again. Notice how your body feels. Allow your breath to come naturally. Breathe. Now's a good time to check in with your energy level. What's it like now compared to about 15 minutes ago? And what's going on mentally and emotionally? Have we been able to calm down all of the energy in the mind, those thoughts racing around? Now we'll release our mudra. You can twinkle those fingers, shake them out, stack the palms at heart center, and bring your intention back to the front of mind. And then we'll release those hands. We're going to move to the edge of the chair one last time. Put your feet directly on the floor. Sit up tall. Yeah, notice how great you feel now. Just a brief practice to bring a little bit of energy back into the body. Let's bring those palms together and thank yourself for taking time to practice yoga today. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. An honor and a privilege to be here with you today. Stay well, my friends, and I'll see you again soon.